Hello and welcome to another enthralling episode of Furries in the Media. I'm your host, Abergwine, and today I wanted to tackle one of the big mentions of furries. That's right, I'm talking Tyra Banks. Let's do this, y'all.
And one of the couples are furries, meaning that they have sex dressed in animal costumes.
Tyra can't even keep a straight face when she introduces one couple as having sex in animal costumes. Brilliant start there.
So, tell me about what a furry does.
Well, we are furries. Furries are people who have an inner animal that they like to celebrate. Okay. And we celebrate it through drawing ourselves and wearing costumes and other such things.
Okay, the couple gives a good answer for what furries are.
Okay, when you go to Disneyland, do you guys get turned on? No? You're not looking at Mickey Mouse going, hi, going, ooh, yeah.
And Tyra continues to mock her guests.
Do you have sex when you have the costume on?
Yes.
What did you expect them to answer? You brought them onto the show to examine their abnormal sex life, and then you freak out once it's confirmed? Jeez, you'd make for a terrible poker player, Tyra.
Now, I know people would say that this is kind of like animal sex, like bestiality.
Unnecessary mention of bestiality.
Not in any way.
Yeah.
I would never actually have sex with an animal. It's just, it's an alter ego type thing.
They show the furries' response that they would not have sex with animals. I can give the show respect for actually showing that side of the story.
My name is Tomcat. I am a black tuxedo cat with white markings, bright yellow eyes. My girlfriend is Chew Fox. She is a bright red fox who has bright green eyes and black tear marks.
Are you for real?
Yeah, Tyra, he's for real.
So I understand you want to have a furry wedding?
Yeah, it's still in the process, but we're thinking about it. And if it's not actually a furry wedding, we'd like to have a furry reception.
So that means that if I wanted to come to your wedding, I'd have to put a thing on my head.
You wouldn't have to, but, we'd invite as many furries as we could.
Tyra has a disgusted look on her face when the couple mentions that they would like to have a furry wedding, despite the fact that the couple has mentioned that they do more innocent suiting in public. How'd Tyra Banks do on the review stats? Information accuracy is 33%, and the spirit of the clip is 0%, averaging out to 17%. And now time for my thoughts. Tyra's actions were that of a television host. She kept the camera switching between her and her guests, and she tried to be as entertaining as possible, even if it meant cracking a joke at her guests' expense. There was a huge outrage in the community over this particular episode of Tyra Banks. Not only did Chew Fox and her mate Tomcat go onto the show knowing full well why they were there, but they neglected to mention that their lifestyle choices do not represent the average furry. Fur Affinity went offline not once, but twice in a 48-hour period because so many furries would not stop posting on Chew Fox's journals and leaving angry shouts on her profile expressing their outrage. This whole scenario is another good example of why you shouldn't respond to a casting call looking for furries. Don't try to be a hero. If a studio wants furries in their show badly enough, and they don't have any actual furries answer their casting call, they'll hire actors and stick them in cheap costumes, and we will have the satisfaction of laughing at their pathetic attempts to represent furries. And what do we say to casting calls?
No thanks.
Well, that's it for today's episode. Have fun, stay awesome. Bye-bye!